Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sales Leader Day today, so I wanted to come to you and say hello. I'll wait for a few of you to jump on so that hopefully you can say hello back. But if you're watching this back, please do hashtag replay so that I know that you've seen it. So it is the first month of a brand new quarter 2, which is really exciting. So that's why we're coming to you today all about maxing this quarter for Q2 and how to plan success with your team. So I am hoping that a few of you will pop on and say some hellos to me soon. So we want to share with you how you can really maximize your quarter by forward planning with your team. This in turn is going to help you focus on your goals for quarter 2 as well. So we're going to look at how to plan and set goals, and we're going to go through some of the things that you could be doing to really make the most of this quarter 2. I can see a few of you on now, so please give me a hello and I can give you a shout out. That would be lovely. You might not be able to do everything I talk about on the call today straight away, but we're going to show you what an ideal world would look like with some structure so that you can feel confident that you too can max out Q2. And trust us, even if you start to build in some structure initially, it's going to really help, and it can add on as you go along as well. So today's call is going to be covering quite a bit. So hi Amanda, and hello Facebook user. Lovely to see some hellos out there. Thank you for joining in. So we're going to go over the latest incentives and top tips. So give you a reminder of what's on the table for you and your team and how you can achieve it. Successful sales leader behaviors. So what type of behaviors should you be leading by as that pace car leader? What a structured quarter looks like. So giving you some structure week by week to have a successful campaign and month and therefore quarter. The impact of consistency. So the actions you need to lead with to have a really consistent Q2. And then breaking down your quarter as well into weekly and monthly actions. So you have everything you need to kick off Q2 with an absolute bang. So let's get started. So some of you may have already seen this, but just in case you missed it on our campaign launch, our kits are half price. Yes, you heard me right. Half price for April, which is absolutely fantastic. So this means that reps can get up to £88 worth of products for just £15. And then our welcome kit is obviously just £5 as well. So there's no better time to reach out and get recruiting so that you can take advantage of this incentive, and obviously talk to your downlines about your finding your next potential leaders, your hidden gems, holding VIP calls so you can talk to them about making the most of this amazing kit offer as well. Then a reminder of what programs we have on the table up for grabs. We have Circle of Excellence. You've heard me talk about this before. I'm sure some of you would absolutely love a seat on the plane to Thailand. There's tracking emails which are going to be sent out in April, so this month. But don't forget, you've also got the section in your performance comparison on Avon Office to be able to have a look and track as well, and a handy tracker to go along with that. So one of the things that has changed, so just to keep you aware, the first time promotion cash rewards and mentoring bonus cash reward in leadership is £50 for that lead rep section now. And then don't forget, like we said in our sales leader update yesterday, there is that mega spring jackpot for the 5 million Avon Rewards Hub points. Let me know in the chat box what you would do with 5 million points. Would you save it? No, I'd definitely be spending that. And what would you be spending it on? Hi, Faye. Remember, you're going to get an entry for every time you place an order via your website. So 1 for placing an order via your website in the month, 1 for getting a direct delivery order, and unlimited ones for every time, this is the unlimited, you sell the Protonol Power Serum. That is until Friday. The product of the week changes every week. So do an incentive to sell as many as you can of these with you and your team so that they're going to get Avon Rewards entries for the hub points as well. Hi to Michelle too. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and saying some hellos. So what do you want to achieve this quarter? Let me know in the chat box. What are you going for? What's your Avon Rewards goal? It can be for you or for your team, whichever you prefer. So let's take a look at what your Q2 will look like. So we've got April first. Obviously, we've got April, May, and June in Q2. So starting with April, we have our Easter selling guide. So how can you guys maximize this for the quarter? We know people might switch off because it's half term. So this guide is going to help keep your team's businesses open, which is exactly what we want. Let's face it. So start planning your April month now, and get your team to do the same by sharing that Easter selling guide. So there's one for the representatives giving tips and hints and challenges to support sales this Easter. And then we have the sales leader Easter guide as well to support you and your teams with recruitment ideas and team activities. Don't forget, we have that Eventbrite for recruitment that you can go on and just type in Avon. There's over 900 over the UK, so you can see what where they are and join in on those. And why not take your team along too? They might want to recruit themselves and become a leader, or they might want to get some extra orders so that they can hit their maintain their level of Avon rewards or even level up as well. I can see that Amanda Adams says she's on track for VIP. Brilliant news. Well done, Amanda. That's fantastic. So these Easter guides are available on Avon Connect. So remember to share them with your team to really maximize your Easter. And on top of that, to go alongside it, which works quite nicely, we have an Easter takeover on the 7th of April. So it's from 9:30 a.m. in the morning all the way through to 8 p.m. We're going to have 9 training calls throughout that day in this Facebook group live. So you're going to be able to see everything from all the tools that you need to keep to have available to keep your business active and thriving over the Easter holidays, including how to maximize your campaign with that points incentive we just spoke about. We're going to have a particular focus on digital tools and creating engaging content that you can share with and your teams can share with your customers as well. We'll highlight the power that you have at your fingertips. And then in May, so May, what do we have on May? Let's have a think. So we've got that lovely May Day on the Monday, the 2nd. So you could have a stall. Have you thought about booking in a stall? Let me know in the chat if any of you have. And like I said, your team can come along and join you too to find some customers or new recruits. And then we have June as well. So we've got Father's Day in June. That's Sunday, the 29th of June. Let's not forget the men in our life. So you can plan in activities now. If you don't have events booked in, this is the perfect time right at the beginning of the quarter. We're only 5 days into it, where you can start to plan in your events and book everything that you need for that quarter. So events are going to help grow your gold star reps with sales and recruitment as well. So we've got this brilliant tool that will help you track everything. It's available on Avon Connect. And so you can simply use the Max Your Month Planner to plan ahead for the entire quarter. Just print out 3 or use them digitally, whichever you prefer. You can fill them in, print them off like I just spoke about, and make sure that you share your goals that you have with your team so they know what you're aiming for, and obviously reach out to your team as well to support them in their goals for this quarter as well. So we've got a little handy helper here. You can take a screenshot of this if you want, rewind back later and be able to do that. So you can plan your month ahead for everything Avon rewards. So your rewards points are going to be added to your hub account, and you'll receive confirmation of your star level that you achieved in Q1. If you haven't already, keep an eye out on your emails. And then your first time promotion certificates are going to be issued by email, and your gifts will begin to drop into your orders, which is really exciting times. I'm loving that. Can't wait for my gift. And remember to shout out about your achievement on social channels. Maybe use one of our fancy achiever frames, the new ones that we have on Avon On. If you haven't seen them, do go on and have a look after this call. And make sure you book your space and pop a date in the diary for our Training Academy Takeover Week. So all the details are going to be coming up in your email soon, so keep an eye out for that. But they'll also be available on Avon On as well. And then finally, every Wednesday at 6:30, we're going to be going live in the rep group on how you can maintain your success and reach for the next rewards level. So every week is a different level with a different guest, giving tips and hints on how to gain more customers, more sales. So the first month is all about starting strong, which is what we're in now in April. And then May is all about maintaining momentum. And then the third month, June, had to go April, May, June then, is all about maximizing that last campaign of the quarter. So there'll be something new for each month. We've got Step into Silver, Go for Gold, power to platinum and become a VIP. Plus, we're launching our coffee and chat sessions for our VIP reps. So look out for more details of that to come soon in this Facebook group. I can see lots of you saying hello, so thank you very much for doing that. And anybody who hasn't said what their goal or their aiming for in Avon Rewards levels, please do let me know. And thank you, Amanda, for sharing. So now that you've seen all of the exciting updates and incentives we have available to you, let's look at how we can maximize these opportunities with our behaviors as sales leaders and planning ahead. So before we look at the campaign focus, let's remind ourselves about what the behaviours of a successful sales leader. So as you can see on the screen here, the great news is you get rewarded for the actions that you guys take as leaders. We know it's a really flexible business and it's your pace, your way, but you're in charge of your actions that you take. And we know that you want to be thinking as a leader would, definitely. I can see that Karen is aiming for VIP too, so that's brilliant. Thank you for sharing that, Karen. Loving that you're all going for VIP. That's fantastic. So let's take a look at this table together now. So we've got what a representative does. So they're going to set their sales goals for the campaign. They kind of do it alone, don't tell anyone, and just get on with it. And then we have what a sales leader does. So a sales leader, like yourselves, isn't afraid to set a high bar so others want to as well. They set big personal sales, like you guys have just said, saying that you're aiming for VIP, and recruitment goals as well for each campaign. And they share those goals with their team loud and proud and encourage their team to share theirs in return, which is fantastic. And I'm sure a lot of you are doing. And then we have what an ambassador does, or people that are aiming for ambassador. So an ambassador leads leaders. So they set those big personal sales, just like the sales leaders, and their recruitment goals each campaign. They share the goal with their team loud and proud, exactly the same way, and encourage their team too, but they also coach other leaders to do the same thing within their team. So let me know where you think you are. Is your behavior what a sales leaders would be? Are you behaving more ready to be an ambassador, or what an ambassador does? So do let me know in the chat where you see yourself. It's just good to break it down and see the behaviors, but be honest, don't worry, it's just us in this group, no judging. It's different types of behaviors, and it's just an example to be able to let you know what is good, what's best practice, and be able to adopt to be that successful leader for your team and make the most of the quarter as well. So like I said before, it's important as a leader to be that pace car leader and lead by example, which you guys who are all aiming for VIP so far, I've got 3 of you that said VIP, are doing that right now as we speak. But each week, you need to focus on your personal business, so recruitment and sales. So here are some actions that will help you and support you to be able to smash your Q2. So really drive your business forward. So your personal business, put your own gas mask on first. It's proven that leaders with a really successful business have more successful reps and sales leaders as well. Make sure you do kudos and recognition. We all love it with an Avon, and by doing this, it should be ongoing. Remember to shine a light on the things that you want to continue or to move through kudos, and then the team will start to take notice as well, and others will it will create a bit of FOMO, and they're going to want to be involved too. Karen, you're saying that you recruited your first male this morning. Well done, Karen. That's fantastic. So first male in your team, one of many, I'm sure. That's really good news. Thank you for sharing that with us, Karen. Also, weekly leadership calls. So make time to have a call or a Zoom, however you prefer to do it, with your team, and find out what everyone's doing and what your leaders in your team are doing with their downlines, how you can share the best practice that you're learning on this call right now and put it into place with your team as well. I can see lots of people giving Sophie claps and whoops. So Sophie's giving Karen claps and whoops. So well done again, Karen. And then scheduling those one-to-ones with your team throughout the campaign to see where they are with their goals for Avon Rewards. Are they where they need to be to smash their Q2? You can focus on your LOA 1 to 6, your brand new business, so that you can help see them through Kickstart and beyond. You can talk to them about the new Kickstart incentive and how that's going to affect them, how they can now get those Avon Rewards hub points. You could look for your top recruiters, so you can, top in sales, so you can see who your next hidden gems are going to be where sales leadership is concerned, and invite them to a VIP call with the support of your BDM or BDS or even your upline as well. These people are going to have really great energy and help set the belief within your team. And then always share your actions to inspire your team. So what is working for you guys right now? So I can see, obviously, Karen has recruited her first male, which is brilliant. How did you do that, Karen? Where did you go? Was it an online recruit? Was it face-to-face? Were you with your BDM or upline? Let us know in the chat box. Share your success so that we can all celebrate you and be your cheerleaders. And if you are reaching out to 20 new potential recruits, maybe in a group, I don't know, I'm guessing here, Karen, let them know what messages you're sharing so that they can try it as well. And then we can feed it forward, being that pace car leader. And then pop our Sales Leader Facebook Live. Obviously, we do that every Monday to let you know about the updates. But why not reach out to your team and either tag them on it so that they join in as well, or let them know the updates in case they missed it as well. Okay, Karen's saying she changed to doing polls on buying and selling groups. Okay, buying and selling groups I know is a great way of recruiting. I've never heard of doing it through a poll, Karen, so I might be picking your brain after this, because that sounds absolutely fantastic. If it's a new and fresh way and it's working for you, then that is brilliant news. Oh, thank you for sharing that with us, Karen. That's great. I'm just blown away by that. That's a really, really clever idea. So is that something you came up with yourself or with the support of your team? Or please do let us know, but that's fantastic news. And then each week share the weekly training calls. As you know, that we have that guide that is updated every single Friday, so you can see what's coming on for the next week. And we also pin the announcements at the top of this group as well. So tag your team, let them know what's going on so that they can join in as well. Karen, from your upline, you got the idea. Brilliant. Well, that really is showing the teamwork makes the dream work. So that's fantastic. And the same as you're working with your upline, work with your downlines as well, so they're working with you, so they have the confidence to come along, get involved, and never walk alone as well. So what we've done here, as you can see on the screen now, I went through some top tips for you, but we've broken it down into the weeks of the month, which you can rinse, lather and repeat throughout the quarter. So this is an ideal, perfect week in how it would be. And we know in real life that doesn't always work, but like we say, because things can change all the time, and they do, and we're all leading busy lives. Even if you put a little bit of structure into place, you're going to see a difference in your business. It's going to boom, it's going to grow, and you're going to have an amazing Q2. And that's exactly what we want to see and celebrate in all your success. So as well as the regular consistent actions you're going to be taking each week, I've broken it down into a plan which you can follow. You can watch this live back or take a little screenshot of it so that you've got it to hand as well, so that by the end of Q2 you have everything you want to be from what your plans and your goals were, and you're all already tracking for VIP. So that's amazing. So in week 1 of the campaign, and in a perfect world, you would be giving previous campaign kudos, so shouting loud and proud about all of the achievements for that campaign with your team, and using photos if you can, because as you know, they create much more engagement, and then sharing tips or ideas that those achievers have done to make a difference. So Karen, your upline might be shouting loud and proud about you, about how you listened and put into action what she said and how it worked for you, as an example there. So give kudos to those who are top in sales, top recruiters, promoted, who've maintained in Avon Rewards, who've moved up a level. It's something for them, for their business, and they're going to feel special. Then obviously tag your team in the campaign launch. Now, I know the campaign launch was a couple of days ago now. So what, we're on Tuesday and it was on Friday, but go back to it. You've watched it, you get that buzz, that enthusiasm, that excitement to really kick the campaign off. Go back and tag them if they haven't already seen it. Let your team see that and be involved. If they're a leader, fantastic, tag them in that one. If they're a representative and aren't in the leader group, tag them in the product live, that campaign launch that was on at midday on Friday. It's really going to get them fired up for this campaign. So make sure that they don't miss out, and obviously share your goals with your team at this point for sales, for recruitment, for promoting, and ask your team to put theirs out there as well, because if you know them, what their goals are, you can help support them and you can all cheer each other on as a team throughout the campaign as well, and really generate some excitement, and obviously sharing those best practices as well. Then schedule your teams one-to-ones for the campaign. You might need to add a couple in as you go along, because like we say, life can change, but schedule a time with your new representatives, and remember the importance of that 48-hour call. So within 48 hours after they've joined, picking up the phone, reaching out to them. How are they getting on? What support do they need? And plus your brand new sales leaders as well. Any new sales leaders that you've had coming on, or ones that want to promote to sales leaders, they're showing the energy and the passion, and you're going to want to help them out. So that's fantastic. So that's your week one. Week one done. Tick. Now let's go to week two. So week two, focus this week on your new representatives. Again, like I said, book in those 48-hour calls and continue with any coaching calls you have to inspire your team. Then head over to Avon Office and use your reports. It's a great time to reach out to anybody who hasn't at this point placed an order in the campaign, because we want to place before the 15th so they get their bonus brochures, so they can maybe recanvass a new road to get some extra sales so that they can maintain or level up with Avon rewards. So it's a great time to remind them that they can earn from £1. Then, as you can see on the screen, we also have a weeks 3 and weeks 4. So let's look at week 3. Again, use your Avon office to check who hasn't placed an order and reach out if you need to, making sure they're taking advantage if they want to of their second order, and all of your weekly actions that you did in the previous weeks, plus your own personal sales and your recruitment. And then week 4 is that final week of the campaign. I know it sounds crazy to be talking about week 4 when we're only 5 days into the campaign, but life just goes so fast. Blink and you might miss it. So it's really good to plan ahead, because if you think, oh, I'll do each week as I go along, before you know it's done, and then you've lost a whole month of your quarter, and you want to make sure that you are aiming for everything that you and your teams want and that you're on track for that. So in the final week of the campaign, take time to review the business and yours and your team's goals. So who's on track to what they wanted to achieve and what their original goal was? Who do you need to have a chat with and maybe relook and realign, ready for the next month, so they can start that campaign with an absolute bang? So do reach out to your team, and then keep in touch with your reps again to keep that energy high. How about creating a team newsletter? Let me know in the chat box if any of you send out a team newsletter at the moment. I know I've spoken to a few of you in the past about this that have done it, and find it a really good way of making sure that everybody can see what's going on within your team at one place. You can use our MailChimp guide. It's a really great way to keep in touch and share all of the upcoming dates and kudos as well. That is available on Avon Connect, and there is a recorded call you can watch back from last week about it as well. And again, use your Avon office to see who needs any help and support along the way, because everything in there is there to help and support you throughout the quarter. And if you're not sure about how to get the most out of your reports, again, you can head over to Avon Office and you can watch Tracking My Team's Avon Rewards, and that will go through how you can do that within Avon Office. But if you want more information about specific things within your reports, maybe finding those next hidden gems of leaders, then reach out to your upline, your BDM, your BDS. They're there to support you, and they want you to do the best as well, and they'll be able to go through that with you. But you can't break or hurt any of the reports, so don't worry about that. So what tools do we have to be able to support you for the quarter? So I don't know if any of you have seen this before, but it's fantastic. This one pager is really brilliant, and it's going to help you see the actions week by week for the month, and therefore for the quarter. You will find this in the Sales Leader Tool section in making the most of your month folder on Avon Connect. And there is one for representatives as well. So you've got so many amazing tools at your fingertips to help support you and your teams to make sure you're maximizing the quarter. Make sure you use what's there, and it's been created to help you. Don't forget, like I said, you've got the reports on Avon Office that you can look at. You can dig deep, and there's a new video in the Sales Leader Tools section that will show you how to use Avon Office as well. We have the Sales Leader Success Plan. So have you done yours yet? If not, then go and have a look. There's always new content added to it. And obviously this is the first week of this quarter, so it's a brilliant time to make sure you go back in and familiarize yourself with the breakdowns of that. And then we have Kickstart. Again, this is a tool to start everybody off in your team strong. So did you know that new reps that do their Kickstart have 64% higher sales, and they stay in the business longer, which everybody wants, because that's going to really help your retention. And there's a guide for everyone through this when they join as well, which is fantastic. Along with this Max Your Month at a Glance sheet, we also have the guide to support you as leaders in celebrating success with your team. Like I said, we love recognition within Avon. Oh, not a problem for the person who accidentally put an angry emoji up. I didn't actually see it, so I haven't took offense. And I get fat finger syndrome on my phone and press the wrong button all the time, so not a problem. But thank you for letting me know, in case I watched it back and thought, what did I do wrong? No, I'm joking. It's absolutely fantastic. No problem. Thank you. So yeah, we've got this really good guide to support you leaders in celebrating success and how and when to communicate that success within your team, like when we spoke about using MailChimp. So this guide is really going to help you make the most of your time, no matter how big or how small your team may be. So I'm going to put the link in the chat afterwards, but you can head over to Avon Connect and simply type in the search bar supporting leaders to celebrate success or celebrating success guide, and it will pop up. So that will be there for you. It's a really good way of building relationships with your team, and that is obviously essential to your business. So this handy guide will take you through step by step on how to do that. Like I said before, we know with sales leaders, you like to celebrate your team's success. So this is going to help you to engage your team and keep them motivated throughout the quarter. Through these positive actions, your reps are going to stay longer, like I said, which will help you with retention. So this guide will really help cover key messages and conversations to have positive impacts on your business. If you do this consistently, this is where the magic happens, and we all love a bit of magic. Oh, bless you. We're going to message me and see if I'm okay. I'm absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Don't know who you are. It just says Facebook user, but feeling the love today. So thank you, everybody. We've got some new and enhanced calls for April that's really going to help you this quarter, you and your representatives as well. So we have our leader calls. We've got brand new calls, and we don't want you missing out on these because they're really going to help you to make the most of your quarter. So we've got increasing network sales by activating your reps and supporting them to sell and earn more. We have building your structure. So this is all about finding those new leaders and working with your leaders to promote through the titles. We have our new 4-part call series, which you may have heard me speak of before. So we've got recruit, onboard, activate and develop. We had develop today on Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So you'll be able to watch that back on Avon Connect. But that's every Tuesday at 10 o'clock. So that's how we run that call series. And it's brilliant at the basics, and to be able to build a strong, solid foundation for success. So it's your guys' road to success, in case you missed that, because of the recruit, onboard, activate and develop spells out road. And then our representatives are really focused on how to find those new customers and how to increase their sales as well. So please encourage them to join on all our calls. The information, like I said, is in your weekly training guide. So we have selling Avon in the current climate, because that's really important, and the tips and hints on how to do that, and looking at great products at a great price. Increasing your sales and how to increase your sales over Q2 and support your rewards levels. Really important for you guys to get the most out of Q2 and your teams. And then finding new customers. So More customers means more orders, and so that's what the call is all about, and building relationships, building sales. So why it's important to have those great relationships and how that's really going to maximize sales as well. And as you can see, which just popped on the bottom of the screen as well there, we have all of our different days. So Monday is a connect day where we'll be talking about the greatest guides and modules to be able to help you. Tuesday, which is today, is sales leader day, which is why this live is coming out to you right now as we speak. Then tomorrow is a representative day, and it's everything that your reps need to be able to hit their quarter and hit all the goals that they need to hit. And then Friday is obviously a product day as well. So keep an eye out on the training newsletter that comes out to you every Sunday with all of the up-to-date information on. Plus, don't forget, like I said, we have those set training days of the week to be able to help you. And we have color-coded them because we know we love a bit of color coordination as well. So you can find all the links and details you need to all of the calls in that one guide that's updated each Friday. So thank you ever so much for coming on and getting involved today. But some of the things we'd like you to take action and make it happen from the back of this call. So we'd like you to share your quarter goals for Q2. You can put them in here if you want to hold yourself accountable so that other people can see and support you as well. Or you can share them with your team, your upline, your BDM, your BDS, whichever way you prefer, and get your team to do the same so that it really becomes real. And then follow your monthly actions. So print it out for the entire quarter that you saw earlier on. Print out how you want to do that. And if you need to amend as you go along, perfect, not a problem. And then obviously join our recruit call. So this is all about finding new reps and inspiring them to get started. And this is on Tuesday the 12th at 10 a.m. I will also share the link for that digital call guide with all of the training on that I spoke about earlier. But again, you can find it in Avon Connect by simply typing in that search box. And then remember, consistency is key. So repeat, repeat, repeat. Those actions that we spoke about earlier for the sales leader, best practices and behavior. Repeating those actions, making them daily habits of what's going to make a difference to your quarter and be able to hit your goals that you want to be able to maintain and level up. And I know a lot of you said that you were aiming for VIP. So I can't wait to see as the quarter goes on, you getting what you want, hitting all those goals, and your team as well. So before we go, let me know in the chat what actions you're going to take away from this training today. What are you going to try that I've spoken about and put into place to make a difference for your Q2? And I've put a little quote up so you can see that on the screen, but I'd love to see what actions you guys are going to take. Thank you for joining in this call. Like I said, it is Tuesday, it is Sales Leader Day. There was a call earlier on Develop, all about developing your team, which will now be on Avon Connect in the next 24 to 48 hours. We also have our Coach to Success Principal at 6:30 tonight, and then Coach to Success Ambassador at 7 p.m. tonight. We're having special guests on both of those calls, and it's going to be talking about analysing their business, so all about the sales and the structure within their business. You don't have to be the next level or the level before to be able to go on them. You can go on them for inspiration. Simply look in the pinned section of this group and you'll be able to join the group so that you can watch the live in that specific group. So thank you, everybody, and have a good rest of your day. I can see that Emma is saying she's looking forward to the 6:30 for the Principal Leader. Fantastic news, Emma. I look forward to seeing you having a little chat on our chat box at 6:30 then. Take care, everybody. See you later and have a good rest of your day. Bye.